Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching, and with Help of Academy Sports Coach 2023. Today, I want to talk to you about a session that I've created for finishing rondos. And where I got a lot of the ideas for this session are from the book we have available on the website, which I'll post in the comments section, called 30 Finishing Rondos by Luca Bertolini. When we talk about rondos, it's hard to talk about rondos and the history of rondos without talking about Johan Cruyff and what he did at Barcelona and Ajax. But the one thing he said about it is like, you can have everything. Rondos do everything in the game except for finishing. And this book actually goes into detail about how we can actually even add into that and make rondos part of our finishing practices. So again, going back to this session, what I've got here is we're going to start off. Generally, I read a great example of like how to utilize rondos for a warm up for your session, and the one was, you have two rondos to start. One is everyone starts showing up. You jump in, you do the rondo, joking, laughing, trying to make people do those, the fun moves and things like that. And then you have some kind of tick where the mood changes, whether it's a clap, where it's all right, boys, like now we're gonna set it up. All right, let's go. Let's go two touch, whatever it is, and it's a change in the dynamic of okay, this is the fun one. This is the hey, we're joking around. Hey, we're trying to push-ups for Megs and things like that. We're getting serious about this, and we're utilizing this rondo as a serious tool for training. So I really like that concept. And here's fun stuff. I'm getting pennies picked up, things like that. Working around this, talking to a parent here or there. But the minute I come over and I'm now involved in the rondo, now it's a different type of rondo. So I would advise doing something like that. And then we're doing our finishing rondo. Here I've got coach on the outside and I've got a rondo going on. So I'll jump the ball in here. Here we go. And now we got just regular rondo going along. All right. And I would have some kind of visual cue or verbal cue, something in order to get the players to understand now it's time to shoot. So what we're going to do is they're passing the ball around. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's wherever. And then, the clap, the whistle, whatever it is, visual cue. We're looking to play a setup pass for a finish. And now we can start with going to any goal, but we can make it more complicated where maybe there's color-based things where it's if you have this cone, you have to go to this side, or this is this goal, or you call it numbers of the goal, whatever it is. But we call it out, we say a number, and the ball gets passed here. Whistle blows, color shown, whatever, and we're looking to play a setup pass for a one-time finish into goal here. As soon as we score, cool. All right, let's go into rondo. So we're working on the idea of we're playing passes, we're moving the ball around, and then we've moved the ball around, we've set up a position, something's happened, something's opened up for us, and now we're able to play that the one-touch finish. So it's ball movement into a finishing. So I like that concept. It's kind of like a warming up, getting the idea of like, okay, we're moving the ball around in order to finish. We're not just going in, hey, passing, trying to keep away from a defender. We're moving the ball around in order to set something up. And then to make this a little more complicated, then obviously to make it more game-like, we can just add one or two defenders in there to change things up. So here, I would get rid of the small goals, and you can do this one of two ways. You can have one group just in the rondo, or you can have a second group. I'll throw them in here. You can have a second group that's also doing their rondo. So you have two rondos basically going on at the same time. And you have goal set up here on this end, and you have a goal set up here on this end. Now they're close in the visual, but I would make these pretty far away, because what we'll do is we'll close the circle up first of all. We'll have two rondos going. Black is playing black, yellow is playing yellow. They're not opposing each other, but they're being aware of where the balls are, where the other person is, the body shape. I would make it a rule that the balls can't collide, or the ball can't stop. We can up the number of rules to make it more difficult based on what you're looking for. But after, let's say, 10 passes, the team that completes their 10 passes, everyone will go. Everyone will start going towards goal. And let's say you've got to get 3 or 4 passes, or it's got to pass the midway line 2 or 3 times. But wherever you're going from the rondo, and then you're breaking out from that rondo and going to goal. So it's 10 passes. This player goes here. This player moves here. This player backs up here. This player runs onto the ball. This player makes a run here. And this player makes a run here. Okay? And it's got to pass over the midway line right here, maybe 2 or 3 times. So it has to go 5 passes, whatever it is. And then we're going to try to find a shot. So we're working on that possession. We're building up. We're being patient to, okay, now we're springing the trap and going forward. And yellow can do the same at the same time when they finish their 10. Or the other thing we can do here is we can make this competitive. And we make it so whoever finishes their first 10 fastest gets to go. They break out. and whoever can get the goal first is the winner. So you're making it competitive in that regard, and trying to get them to compete the quick passes. Now, if you mess up a pass, ball goes out, you go too fast, that's going to slow you down. So it's looking for the precision, the detail. It's going to be necessary to set up those finishing touches that we're looking for. And similar to that concept, I just tried this one out the other day in a session. I really, really enjoyed it. Similar concept, but now we're breaking away with pressure. Where, let's say, we can go 3v3. We'll go 3v3. I like this one for counterattacks. I like this one for width play. Counterattacking down the wings, whatever it may be. And we'll put 3 defenders in. And we'll call these players neutral, but they're not truly neutral because they are the attacking players. But they're wingers, they're bumper players. We can get it involved that they are they can be used by the team in here, which will make more sense in a second. And then we have our goalie. So we're going to goal in this drill. So what we have here is a Rondo. And if you want to make it easier, you want to allow for more possession based and make it more Rondo-like, these players can be part of the black team. So it's a 5v3 in this grid. We'll get a ball in there. It's a 5v3 in this grid. But what we're looking for is once yellow is able to win a ball, okay, they're looking to play to one of the wide players and then go on the attack. And we'll play these 3 cones, this line here, as basically an offsides line. So no one's allowed to cross, including the defense, no one's allowed to cross this line until, the ball passes the line. So we're not just like having, this guy wins the ball, plays out here, and this guy's cherry picking by goal. So we're looking for a situation where yellow wins the ball in the Rondo. I made it a little more difficult. I only made it 2 defensive players in the Rondo, but you can do whatever you want. So yellow player, the defender wins the ball from black here. He plays out wide. Now we're looking for runs that are going to stay on sides. So maybe he loops his run here. Maybe he loops his run here. He comes at the middle. And we're playing that through ball in here in a way that our guy can get up here and finish. And we're looking for shots. So off the Rondo, the transition from the Rondo, we're looking to go into a shooting position. I talked a lot about in this session that we kept playing balls right here into the heart of the defense, not making the goalie work too hard, allowing him to come out in a straight line. I said, if we're going to play that, it's got to be played to this player's foot so he's in control. It's not a 50-50 between him and the goalie. Or if we can't, let's play wide so the defender, the attacking player here gets pulled out, and the defender needs to move. And we can find those backside runs here. We can pull him out of position. He leaves the back post open. He leaves the near post open. But we have to make the goalie work with these through balls. We have to put it in a position where we're going to be able to get accurate touches on the ball. Because we just play, I found that we were just taking balls here and just playing it to the PK spot, and the goalie just gobbled it up every time. And we're like, well, I'm under pressure. We're playing, really fast. But there has to be a thought process behind this. These attacking balls into the finishing. So from where I would go from here is just finish up with a nice, scrimmage that you're looking for. Maybe small-sided, where you're playing a lot of finishing games. I really like a game of transitions, where we're playing 4 small-sided teams. You score, you stay on, you get the ball. You shoot, you miss, you're off. But just some kind of highly repetitive game where we're instituting some level of possession and shooting, or just go right into the scrimmage and have be looking for these concepts and how well some of the things you've talked about and what you look for in your finishing, like me talking about dragging the goalie out wide, or putting a ball on the player's foot up here, so we're getting a chance on a shot rather than playing a 50-50 between the goalie. Whatever you're looking for, you're going to want to institute that in the session. I would love to hear in the comment section some of the Rondos that you're utilizing that do implement shooting. So I've got a couple more ideas, but I've never been able to really tack them down. So I'd love to hear about some of the things that you do that would enhance this session. I got a lot of these ideas from the book we have available on the website called 30 Finishing Rondos with Luca Bertolini. So you can check that out. I'll put that in the comments section. And again, for World Class Coaching and Academy Sports Coach 2023, my name is Matt Carroll, and I hope this session finds you well.